In China right now, there are farms where not a single human sets foot in the field, and they are using the same drone technology developed for military operations to grow rice. Number 8. The Titan Harvester. When harvest time comes, speed is everything, and this is where China's mega harvesters come in. The Lovell series machines are not the old combines that got stuck in mud and lost grain in the process. They are mobile refineries on tank treads that devour wheat, corn and rice fields at a speed that is genuinely difficult to watch without doing a double take. What makes them different is what is happening inside while they move. Sensors are continuously analyzing the moisture and quality of the grain as it enters the hopper and automatically adjusting the threshing speed so not a single grain is lost. If the crop is denser in one area, the machine detects it and applies more power without anyone telling it to. And when the hopper is full, autonomous trucks pull up alongside the moving harvester and collect the grain without either machine stopping. It is a mechanical ballet of hundreds of tons moving in perfect synchrony across a field, and it runs day and night. Number 7. The Weed Sniper. For a century, the standard response to weeds was to spray chemical poison over the entire crop and accept the collateral damage to the soil. China's laser weeding robots work differently. They patrol the rows, scanning the ground with high-resolution cameras that process images in real time, distinguish a soybean plant from a weed in microseconds, and then fire a concentrated laser beam that incinerates the weed stem on contact. No herbicide, no chemicals, no soil contamination. The visual effect when you watch this machine work is a series of small flashes of light under the chassis as it moves steadily forward, leaving a clean field behind it. The robots can target hundreds of thousands of weeds per hour, and the laser intensity adjusts automatically so the surrounding crop is never touched. Field trials across multiple provinces have confirmed these machines work in varied lighting conditions and crop types without the soil damage that decades of herbicide use produces. Number 6. The drone swarm. If you think of agricultural drones as small devices taking photos from above, the DJI Agras T60 will completely revise that picture. This is a heavy hauler capable of carrying 50 kilograms of pesticide or 60 kilograms of seed and deploying it with controlled precision over large fields. It uses active phased array radar and binocular vision technology that detects obstacles in all directions up to tens of meters around the aircraft, which means it can fly centimeters from the crop canopy at night, threading between utility poles and tree branches without a human pilot anywhere near it. A single operator with a tablet manages a swarm of these machines simultaneously. What would take 20 people an entire day of physical labor under the sun, this swarm completes in 10 minutes, covering the same area with millimetric precision and never touching the ground. Number 5. The Rice Runner. Planting rice by hand is backbreaking work that historically required an entire village working for weeks. China's autonomous rice transplanters have turned it into something that looks closer to a factory process than farming. These lightweight machines glide across flooded paddies. Connected to China's Beidou satellite navigation system, planting rice shoots into the ground at a speed the eye can barely follow while maintaining row spacing accurate to within a few centimeters, even in fields with no visual reference. Markers. The machines also read the soil in real time. If the mud is softer in one section, the transplanter adjusts the planting depth automatically so every seedling goes in at the optimal level for strong root growth. A farmer can monitor the entire operation from a smartphone while the machine works. What once took weeks of bent-back labor is now done by a single vehicle controlled by an app. Number 4. The Desert Devourer. China has a problem that goes beyond agriculture. The Gobi Desert is advancing and swallowing usable land at a rate that threatens cities and farmland simultaneously. The response is not shovels and manual planting teams. It is all-terrain robotic planting machines that operate in conditions where a human worker would collapse from heat stroke within an hour. The process is methodical and fast. The machine advances over the dunes, uses a hydraulic drill to pierce compacted sand, inserts a seedling with a biodegradable water-retaining structure around its base, and covers it within seconds. Each planting action takes approximately 5 seconds from start to finish. The robots are connected to weather data, so they know exactly where and at what depth to plant to maximize each tree's survival rate. In some project areas, these machines do 10 times the work of manual crews at a fraction of the cost. China has used this technology to reforest areas the size of European countries, turning dead sand into productive green belt as part of the decades-long Great Green Wall program that began in 1978. Number 3. The Hog Tower. On the outskirts of Ezhou, China has built what is almost certainly the most extreme agricultural structure on the planet. A 26-story building housing 650,000 pigs. Not a farm in the traditional sense. A vertical meat production system that operates like a precision machine. Because that is exactly what it is. A central AI system monitors each animal's temperature, controls ventilation across every floor, and distributes 500 tons of food per day through 30,000 automated feeding points. Animals move between floors in industrial elevators. Waste is processed to generate electricity for the building itself. Workers pass through multiple disinfection stages before entering to prevent any virus reaching the population inside. For critics, it is a dystopian structure that raises serious questions about animal welfare and disease risk at that density. For China, it is the only viable answer to the demand pressure that keeps pork prices stable for 1.4 billion people. Civil engineering applied to biology at a scale that has never existed before. Number 2. The fruit surgeon. Harvesting delicate fruit has always been the problem that stumped agricultural robotics. Too much pressure, and you make pulp. Too little, and the fruit drops. China's latest picking robots solve this with bionic manipulators that map the tree in 3 dimensions, identify ripe fruit by color and size, calculate the optimal path for the robotic arm, and harvest with a suction or twisting movement gentle enough to leave no bruise marks. In practical tests with tomato picking robots, the damage rate is less than 0.4%. The machines work day and night without fatigue, without getting pricked by thorns, and without missing a piece. The system also learns. If the arm fails to grab an apple correctly, it adjusts the algorithm for the next attempt. These robots are already displacing seasonal workers in the large greenhouses of Shandong province, and retailers are beginning to offer specific labeling for robot-harvested produce because the shelf life is measurably longer than hand-picked alternatives. Number 1. The driverless tractor. The most significant machine on this list has no cabin, no seat, and no steering wheel because there is no place for a human inside it. China's autonomous electric tractors, the ET100 and Hongyu T70 among the leading models, use 5G connectivity, Beidou satellite navigation, and onboard AI to plow, seed, and harvest with a margin of error of less than 2 centimeters. They turn on their own axis, work 24 hours straight, and make real-time decisions about soil conditions and obstacle avoidance without any human input. The farmer's role has shifted entirely. Instead of driving, they program the route on a tablet, monitor progress remotely, and let the machine handle every physical movement across the field. These tractors are already operating across Hebei province and other agricultural regions as part of a connected smart farming system that links satellites, sensors, drones, and autonomous ground vehicles into a single coordinated operation. This is not a pilot program or a vision for the future. It is running in Chinese fields right now. From drone swarms to a 26-story pig building to a tractor with no seat, what China has built is not the future of farming, it is the present. Drop a comment telling us which machine surprised you the most. Check the end screen right now for more technology breakdowns sitting there waiting.